All right, so welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we'll be exploring Lopus,
Whoppus.
which is an online store.
Yeah.
And
Looks like it's packed with stuff to buy.
yeah, it is. And right away you can see they've got like these categories.
Yeah.
They've got home and living, accessories, men's, women's, kids.
Wow.
Pretty much anything you can think of, it seems like they might have it.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're not limiting themselves to any like specific niche, are they?
No, not at all.
That's a bold strategy.
Yeah.
Trying to be like everybody's go-to for all this different stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So let's jump into their all products section.
Okay.
They've got 39 items here.
All right.
And just to give you a taste,
Yeah.
there's like matte vertical posters at two different price points,
Okay.
$9.28 and $17.68.
Okay.
A velveteen plush blanket for $50.87, and even an infant fine jersey tee for $16.17.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really running the gamut here, trying to hit all the different stages of life.
It's like from newborn to home decorator.
Exactly.
Yeah. All in one place.
All in one place.
And did you notice how they're listing those prices?
Yeah, it's extra du taxac,
Yeah.
which is, kind of interesting.
Yeah. That's what they call drip pricing, you know?
Oh,
They make that first price look really good.
right.
But then when you actually go to buy it,
Yeah.
you might be surprised.
By that tax.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's sneaky, but I guess a lot of places do that.
Yeah, it's pretty standard these days, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What I'm really curious about, though, is this loading thing
Yes.
that they have for every single product description.
It's like they're teasing us. Yeah.
It is. It is. It's like they're saying, we've got information, but we're not going to give it to you yet.
Right.
I mean, maybe that makes people more curious.
Yeah, maybe. But it could also be annoying.
Oh, absolutely. If you really want to know what you're buying and you can't even see the description.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's frustrating.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
And then, looking at this product list, we see some repeat items, like multiple velveteen plush blankets and a bunch of different matte canvas things.
That's interesting.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Well, maybe those are their best sellers.
Okay.
Or maybe they've got a ton of them in their warehouse and they're trying to get rid of them. It's like
Yeah.
a little pick behind the curtain. Right.
Exactly.
Is that their inventory?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Another thing that caught my eye was all the unisex clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've got a unisex lightweight crew neck sweatshirt for $48.72.
Okay.
And a unisex heavy blend full zip hooded sweatshirt for $43.85.
Huh. That's an interesting approach.
It is, right?
It could be they're trying to be more inclusive,
Yeah.
appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just easier for them to
Yeah.
only have to stock one style.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
makes you think.
Yeah.
All right, before we fall too deep down this loading rabbit hole,
Yeah, good idea.
let's scroll to the bottom of this all products page. Ugh. Here we go. The classic privacy policy and terms and conditions links.
Yeah, you got to have those.
Yeah,
But honestly, who actually reads those?
I know, right? But we should, probably.
We should. Yeah, you never know what's lurking in there.
Exactly. Better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. Always good to know how they're handling your data and all that stuff
Absolutely.
before you actually buy anything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, true. But while we're waiting for, like, all these product descriptions to load,
Yeah.
let's talk prices for a sec.
Okay.
They seem, like, pretty reasonable.
Yeah, they do.
Even before we add in the tax.
Well, that's psychology.
really?
Oh, yeah, there's a whole science to this.
Huh.
When they show you that price without the tax,
Right.
it makes it seem lower in your mind, makes you want to buy it.
So it's kind of like a mind game.
It is totally a mind game.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, marketing 101, right?
Right. But I am curious, like,
Yeah.
what those final prices will be,
Yeah.
Like that infant fine jersey tee.
Yeah.
It's $16.17.
Right.
How much is that going to be after tax?
Exactly.
And those matte vertical posters,
Yeah.
they've got two prices, $9.28 and $17.68.
Yeah.
Is that just size, or is there something else going on?
See, they want you to ask those questions.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're hoping you'll click through,
Mm.
add it to your cart, try to find out.
To get those final details?
Exactly. It's all part of the strategy.
Wow. That's pretty clever.
It is.
But wouldn't it just be easier to, like,
Yeah.
give us all the info up front?
You would think so, right?
Yeah, it would be a smoother shopping experience.
Maybe.
Mm.
But then you got to think maybe there's too much info.
Oh,
You
yeah.
overload people, they get overwhelmed.
Right.
So maybe they're trying to drip feed it.
So they're going for intrigue
Yeah, and
rather than just giving it all away at once.
exactly. Make you curious, make you want more.
Makes you wonder, though, what if those descriptions just never load?
Oh, good point.
Do we just end up with a cart full of loading,
Right, that would be a nightmare.
It would.
But I bet they've got a backup plan.
Okay.
Maybe those descriptions they like generate on the spot or something,
Hmm.
or there's some kind of delay in their system.
Right.
Either way, it's a gamble.
Speaking of gambles,
Yeah.
those unisex flows.
Yeah, what about them?
It's great that they're trying to be inclusive, but
Yeah.
wouldn't more sizes and styles
Yeah,
reach a bigger audience?
it's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Maybe they're worried about like having too much inventory,
Okay.
Makes
sense.
So they're keeping it simple, but
Yeah.
maybe losing some customers in the process.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
It all makes you wonder about,
Yeah,
who they're trying to sell to.
exactly. Who is their target audience?
Right. Are they going for a specific kind of person?
Maybe someone who values like convenience over choice.
Right. Or affordability.
Exactly.
And this goes back to what we were saying before about them
Yeah.
having all these different categories.
Right. They're trying to be everything to everyone.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
It is tough to stand out that way.
Exactly. They need something that makes them unique.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
those descriptions.
Yeah, those descriptions.
They're really important
They are.
because they could tell that story.
Yeah, they could be the thing that sets them apart.
Mm.
But right now, it's like we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, like we're trying to understand them, but we don't have all the information.
Exactly. We're left guessing.
Right. Filling in the blanks ourselves.
And that's not always accurate.
So what does this mean for us then,
Mhm.
as potential Lopus shoppers?
Right?
Are we just supposed to sit here and wait?
I mean, you could refresh the page,
Yeah.
hope for the best.
Hope those descriptions magically appear.
Yeah, but I think there's a better way.
Okay, I'm all ears. What do you suggest? So, okay, we've got this online store, Lopus.
Right.
They're clearly trying to do a lot.
Yeah, a little.
Huge variety of products. Prices look pretty good at first.
Yeah.
But then we have this whole loading mystery
A loading mystery.
with the product descriptions.
Yeah.
So what's the takeaway for someone like me
Mm.
who's actually thinking about shopping there?
I think, the main thing is to be informed.
Okay.
Don't just get caught up in all the excitement, all
Well,
the stuff they're offering.
Like I shouldn't just fill my cart with
Yeah.
velveteen plush blankets and matte vertical posters.
I mean, a little impulse shopping never hurt anyone.
True.
But in this case,
Yeah.
maybe a little caution is a good thing.
Okay.
Remember, those prices are exponentially.
Right.
So you got to factor that in.
Before you hit that buy button.
Exactly. Could be more expensive than you think.
Okay, good point. It's easy to forget about that.
Yeah.
And what about those loading descriptions?
Ah, yes.
Anything we can do besides just waiting?
Well, this is where you got to do your own digging.
Okay.
Don't just rely on Lopus for the info.
Right.
See if you can find those same products on
Okay.
other websites.
Gotcha.
Read reviews, compare prices, that kind of thing.
So basically, do my own deep dive.
Exactly.
On top of this deep dive.
Yeah, be an informed shopper.
I like it.
Take control.
Yeah, don't let those loading descriptions hold me back.
Exactly.
I think, yeah,
It's a two-way street, right?
it is.
They give you some info,
Yeah,
but you got to be proactive and find the rest.
makes sense.
Oh, and speaking of being proactive,
Yeah.
remember those links at the bottom of the page.
You mean the privacy policy and all that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't just ignore them.
Right.
Take a minute, read through them.
Okay.
You never know what you might find in there.
Good point. Good point.
Always better to be informed.
It's funny, we started talking about
Yeah.
the products Lopus sells,
Yeah.
and now we're talking about online shopping in general.
Yeah, that's how these deep dives go sometimes.
They do. They really do.
We start with one thing
Yeah.
and end up somewhere completely different.
But it's all connected.
It is. It's all connected.
So as we wrap up this Lopus deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the final verdict?
Are they worth it?
Yeah. Are they worth our time and money?
That's a tough one.
It is.
I think only you can answer that.
Okay.
But hopefully this deep dive has
Yeah.
given you some things to think about.
It has. It has.
Some tools to make a good decision.
I like that. Yeah.
Whether you shop at Lopus or somewhere else,
For sure.
be informed.
Informed.
Be an educated shopper.
Yeah.